All right, so we're outside the Rembert C. Dennis building in downtown Columbia, South Carolina today. Now, this is the home of the Office of South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. It's also home to the statewide grand jury, which today returned additional indictments against Alex Murdaugh, the 53-year-old attorney at the heart of the Murdoch murders true crime saga. Now, Murdoch is already facing numerous charges in connection with 7 different state investigations. He's also facing a number of civil lawsuits, too. These latest indictments, though, detail specific charges involving Murdoch. Let's take a look at those indictments. All right, so we're back in the studio, and we're breaking down these new indictments against Alex Murdaugh. And I want to make something clear to our viewers. None of these charges relate to the pending investigation of the double homicide at Moselle, the Murdoch family's hunting lodge. None of these indictments relate to the boat crash obstruction of justice investigation, which are 2 of the higher profile inquiries revolving around this family. They do, however, expand the list of charges against Murdoch related to financial crimes. And this is very important because the financial crimes that Murdoch has been accused of, many believe that this was an opening for the federal government, federal prosecutors, federal investigators to dive into this case. And once again, the state is putting the feds on notice that they are taking the lead on these charges as they relate to Murdoch's alleged financial irregularities and misdeeds. All right, so what we're looking at today, 7 additional indictments, 21 new charges, and all of these are breach of trust charges, money laundering charges, computer crimes. Again, very similar to the indictments that were published by the statewide grand jury a month ago. We are now up to 48 separate charges issued by the statewide grand jury. And again, all of them breach of trust, money laundering, computer crimes tied to the alleged embezzlement of funds from Murdoch's various clients over the years. I talked to a prosecutor earlier tonight, and they told me that this is a guy who's been ripping off people he's known since they were in diapers. Just an incredibly sad situation where folks trusted this man, and he's accused of violating that trust in an incredibly egregious manner. All right, so let's put some of these charges in context. Based on the new indictments released today, Murdoch has been accused of defrauding various folks' clients of another $1.35 million. And when you add that to the total from the prior indictments issued by the statewide grand jury last month, we're looking at $6.2 million in alleged money stolen from his clients. So earlier today, we reported that Murdoch would be facing a South Carolina Circuit Court judge tomorrow at a bond hearing on the charges that were filed against him last month. Obviously, these new charges will impact that hearing, or could impact that hearing. You can watch our report on that on fitsnews.com. Also, I want readers to be aware of this. We're still at the very beginning of what is shaping up to be a sprawling investigation. Alex Murdaugh is the only one charged today, but it's very clear based on the nature of these indictments that there are co-conspirators we should be on the lookout for in the weeks and months to come as this investigation continues to expand. And once again, as some of our prior reporting has indicated, we are just beginning to scratch the surface of what is clearly a sprawling web of alleged criminal activity involving this attorney, his influential family, and the powerful law firm that they've operated for the last century.